Farah and my partner Michaela and I will be arguing the claim to keep San Onofre, the nuclear power plant located in San Diego, California, permanently offline. Our two main points will be that San Onofre is unstable, unpredictable, and unsafe due to design flaws causing faulty pipelines, radiation leakage, earthquake hazards, and meltdown possibilities. And our second point is that the nuclear power received from San Onofre is unneeded. So addressing our first point on San Onofre being unsafe, unstable, and unpredictable, recently, or within the past couple of years, San Onofre experienced unexpected damage to its steam generators. The NRC said that the design flaws in the modified steam generators played a key role in the eroding tubes. The tubes were knocking against each other, thinning their walls, and making the equipment more prone to leakage, radioactive steam, a situation that the NRC described as significant, serious safety issues. The extensive inspections and testing showed wear in the steam generator in both units. The engineers determined that the unexpected wear was associated with the excessive vibrations of the tubes in certain areas of the steam generators. According to the San Onofre Nuclear Generating Station information package by the Southern California Edison, some wear was expected, such as the tube to support wear. However, some was unexpected tube-to-tube wear, which is the predominant reason found in the Unit 3. Unit 3 had more than 300 tubes with the unexpected tube-to-tube wear. And then after more extensive research and testing, the tube-to-tube wear in the steam generator was identified that was the cause of the January 31st tube leak. The next point is that the San Onofre tube leaks are unsafe to the public. What happens is that there's radiation that leaks out of the tubes. Radiation is energy that travels in waves or particles. Ionizing radiation is the kind that's expelled from nuclear reactors. They can actually break nuclear bonds in our cells, causing unpredictable chemical reactions. According to the Beyond Nuclear fact sheet, this type of radiation travels through our bodies much quicker than any other much quicker than any other natural biological functions, and this energy tears at the fabric of what makes us human. There's no safe level of exposure, according to Dr. Carl Morgan. There is no dose of radiation so low that the risk is malignancy zero. And there is no firm evidence in stating a safe risk of exposure. The Environmental Protection Agency says that the scientists in 1910 recognized radiation as a cause of cancers in the body, and the use of these radioactive materials have become more frequent. The health physicians estimate that overall, if 10,000 people are exposed to a realm of radiation in small doses, we'd expect 5 or 6 more people to have cancer. The second claim that the San Onofre is unstable due to earthquakes. It cannot withstand an 8.0 earthquake, which is what it has been predicted to happen recently. And it's built to withstand a 7.0 earthquake. However, the San Onofre Nuclear Generating Station is near faults that can reach up to 8.0 and above earthquakes. According to San Clemente Green, the plant was designed to withstand a 7.0 earthquake, but the latest USGS predictions say we're overdue for an earthquake 4 miles offshore above a 7.5 to 8.0, which is 5 or 10 times greater than the plant's structural design basis. So if San Onofre were to have a meltdown, many lives would be at risk. If you live within a 50-mile radius of San Onofre, you're even higher risk. There are 5 counties around that area. There's Orange County, LA, Riverside, San Bernardino, and San Diego. If it were to have a meltdown, there are about 8.7 million people living within the 50-mile radius that would be affected, as well as most of Southern California due to our winds, onshore and offshore winds that would travel through California. And after the March 2011 disaster in Japan, Americans in Japan were told by the U.S. government to evacuate 50 miles from the Fukushima nuclear power plant. However, in the United States, the NRC only requires a 10-mile evacuation zone. Barbara Boxer says that the situation could pose a health and safety risk because if the tubes leak or rupture, they could release radiation that also exceed our safety limits. Our second point is that we don't need nuclear energy. According to the Women's Energy Matters, we'll have in 2013, this is an estimate, statistics that they put together, estimated in 2013 we'll have 68,569 megawatts of energy, but we only use 41,899, which leaves an excess of 26,670 megawatts of energy, and 4,400 of it is from nuclear power, but that still leaves us with an excess of 22,270 megawatts of energy. So we have more energy than we would need even with the nuclear power from San Onofre, proving that we don't really need all that excess energy. So the energy that, or the power that we receive from San Onofre is unnecessary to the power that we use. And then according to the San Diego Gas and Electric Company, 430 megawatts share of San Onofre's nuclear output reduced 2012's San Diego Gas and Electricity Planning Reserve margin from 30% to 29%, and that's still double the 15 to 17% reserve margin requirement that's needed in the United States. So in conclusion, if San Onofre were to have a meltdown, many of us would be at risk. A nuclear meltdown at San Onofre could destroy the future of Southern California and contaminate much of the Southwest. Some want to take the risk so that there is plenty of power, but California got along fine for the last year or so without San Onofre, and the fact that the nuclear power is expensive, dangerous, unreliable, and environmentally unfriendly. Thanks.